Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx. Let's continue Everlasting Summer. We are at the canteen for the first meal in the camp, so not bad. Hey, what do you say? I replied rather rudely to Liana, who was sitting next to me. Why did you play football with us? Because of my clothes, said I, pointing at the source of the problem. Alright then, eat! However, there wasn't much left to eat. My cutlet was missing from the plate. Only she could have done it. No, more precisely, none but Juliana could have done it. Give me back my cutlet! In a big family, you snooze, you lose! It can cost you a cutlet if you are careless. Give it back, I'm telling you! Attempt to take the cutlet. Do not attempt at the... Alright, this might lead to an ending that we might like. So, because of her character, we're gonna attempt to take the cutlet. I look at her menacingly and was about to reach out my hand. See, I don't have it! And I did. Uliana's plate was empty. It seemed that this little girl eats as fast as she steals someone's cutlets. Take it easy, we'll work something out now. She grabbed my plate and ran off. There was no point in following her. If they wanted to poison me here, they could have done it a much easier way. About a minute later, Uliana returned and handed me the plate with a steaming hot cutlet on it. Here's one for the serving. Thanks. It was all I could say. I was so hungry that my suspicions were gone in a flash. I pick up the cutlet with my fork and... What the? Some bug! No, not a bug. An insect! It got legs and it's wiggling! The plate fell to the floor and broke in pieces. The chair hit me hard on my leg while falling. I've disliked insects since I was a child, but when these creepy crawlies appear in my plate, that's just way too much. You little... Uliana seemed ready for such a twist and was already at the door, laughing as if she had just heard a fresh stand-up comedy joke. I dashed after her. We ran out of the canteen. We were just a few dozen meters apart, and I felt I would catch this little girl easily. We ran through the square, past the club's house, and ran onto the forest path. I started to gasp for breath. I should have quit smoking, I guess. Uliana passed out of sight on the next turn. It can't be true that she managed to get away from me. It is true. It simply can't. But it is. I stopped and tried to catch my breath again. Rendering at the same times pain, actually, but well, whatever. Night was falling. Looks like I'm lost. It's a bad idea to stay in the woods at night. Better get back to the camp. However, I had absolutely no clue which way to go. Go by looking on the at the steps on the road? Maybe? Well, gotta choose at random. Look at the steps on the road. I wandered for quite some time in the forest and even thought of crying for help, but finally I saw the camp's fence beyond the trees. Everything fell back into place. The bus is gone, I mumbled quietly. On the one hand, there was nothing strange about it. The bus couldn't just stay there forever. On the other hand, it meant there was something driving, because buses do not drive themselves. There is someone driving, or do they? This word seemed too normal, but every event here had at least two explanations for it. An ordinary, real, everyday explanation, and a surreal one. Certainly the driver could have just been off for a snack, and I left too soon, and that's why. In any case, this is not the place for me. Whether that the bus drives itself or not was probably an important question, but it was much more important to know how I had got here at all. And where this here was. The fields and the woods, stretching towards the horizon, had no answers. There was nothing familiar about them. A strange, odd, and alien world. However, at the same time, it was absolutely not frightening. Either my self-preservation instinct decided to resign from its job, or all this running around the camp and the local pioneers had lulled me so much with their carefree normality that I was simply forgetting what had happened to me just a couple of hours ago. Although I probably just had no strength left to worry. All I wanted was some peace, calmness. I wanted to just leave a break from it all, and only after that would I continue looking for answers. Ready and reloaded. Well, however, that would be sometime later. And what about now? Can I allow myself to relax? Yes, you can. Why not? It got completely dark, and in any case, it was better to spend the night in the camp. I was about to head back when someone came up silently from behind. Hello, what are you doing here so late? It was Slavia standing before me. I was so surprised that I jumped. So you didn't catch Uliana, did you? She smiled. I nodded disappointedly and sighed. No wonder. No one ever has. Yeah, she's a real rocket girl. She could have found a better use for her energy than looking for adventures. You must be hungry. You didn't manage to have dinner after all? Indeed, I had completely forgot about my hunger, but after these words of hers my stomach drew attention to itself by giving a traitorous rumble. Slavia smiled. Let's go then. What, is the canteen still open? It's alright, I have the keys. The keys? Yeah, I have keys to all facilities in this camp. How come? Well, I'm something like the camp leader's eyed here. I see. Well, let's go. It was an offer you can't refuse. When we reached the square, Slavia stopped in her tracks. Excuse me, I should warn my roommate that I will be late. She's so punctual herself that she will be worried otherwise. You go to the canteen, and I'll come in a minute, alright? Alright. I really did not expect to find somebody aside from myself there at such a late hour. And that somebody was apparently trying hopelessly to open the door. Without any secret thoughts, I walked up onto the porch. The lockpicker turned out to be Alisa. I should have probably kept off and waited. She looked at me intently for a while, then said, Don't just stand there! Give me a hand or something! Meaning? Help me open the door! Why? 'Cause I want some buns and kefir. Dinner wasn't big enough. Is that really a good idea? Aren't you hungry yourself, huh? Uliana didn't let you have a normal dinner, did she? She smiled sarcastically. It's true, she didn't. It's fine. Savia will come now and... What? Guess I shouldn't have said that. I'm off then. And you'll pay for this. You owe me 2 already. Having said that, Alisa disappeared into the night. And what was the first one? I have no idea too. Slavia didn't keep me waiting for too long. Is everything alright? Yeah, why are you asking? No reason, it's nothing. It would be better if I didn't tell her about Alisa. Everything is fine. I said that and immediately heard a note of dishonesty in my voice. Well, shall we go? As for Slavia, she seemed not to have noticed anything. Or at least she was pretending she hadn't. We entered the canteen. Wait a bit, I'll go get something. I sat down in a chair and obediently waited for my savior. My dinner was simple, a few buns and a glass of kefir. No wonder my bad hungry pioneers finished everything off. However, even that was far better than most of my usual diets. Slavia sat across the table and looked at me while I was eating. Is there something on my face? No, just... She smiled. So, how do you like your first day in the camp? Well, I don't really know. It's still to ask someone who suddenly found himself in a different reality whether he liked the food in the canteen, the camp leader, or his assigned hut. It's alright, you'll soon get used to it. Slavia stared out the window dreamily. Frankly speaking, I have no desire to get used to such things. But as for her, she doesn't know. Or at least she wants me to think that she doesn't. Well, you know, all in all, it's nice here. I had to somehow break the awkward silence. Do you think so? She asked without any interest. Yeah, this place is so... I wanted to say retro, but I managed to hold that back. After all, it was retro for me, but what about them? It might be the only kind of life they knew. If the term life was applicable here at all. So how? She watched me closely, as if something important depended on my answer. Well, I don't know. Lovely? Yeah, it's lovely here. I guess you're right. She smiled again. It's very good that you think so. Why? Well, not everybody likes it here. And what about you? Me? Yes. I love it here. It's great. Then you don't need to worry about what other people think. Well, I don't really worry. Slavia laughed. This conversation seemed to be leading me far astray from where I wanted to get to. And you're worried yourself? Really? Why do you say so? Well, when someone is chewing so intensely... I'm sorry. It's okay. I couldn't bring myself to be more cautious around this girl. But why her in particular? Why not any other local inhabitant? Every one of them looked completely normal to me. Precisely normal. So normal it sends chills down my spine and into my marrow. Normal, not like a neighbor with a power tree in one hand and a subwoofer in the other. Not like a passenger you can often meet in a subway or a public transport. Not like a coworker at the next table in an open plan office. And not even like a friend who only differs from other humans in his constant insistence. All of them look normal, as I would expect them to be, with their own downsides, but without any superpowers. And Slavia was also cute? Yes. I glanced at her stealthily, not knowing what to say. I'm sorry. I wanted to show you the camp, but was run off my feet. I didn't miss anything while on my own, I guess. Are you sure you haven't missed anything at all? She smiled so brightly that I had to drop my eyes in confusion. Well, how would I know? It's my first day here. Okay, and what have you seen so far? I've seen the square, the canteen, football field, and what about the beach? Just from afar. You really should go there, or let's do it together. Yeah, okay, we will. Her naturalness started to scare me, but then I thought, what if everything that happens here is how it's supposed to be and this world looks strange only to me, while for them it is normal. Maybe I was thrown to the past. Yeah, that would explain a lot. Can I ask a stupid question? No? Slavia smiled and stood up from the table. It's late. Can you find the way to Olga Dmitrievna's by yourself? Of course I can, but why should I go there? She will set you with someone. What for? Probably this question seems stupid because Slavia bursted into good-natured laughter. You need to sleep somewhere, right? That makes sense. Fine, I'll be off then. Good night. Night. It's strange that she left in such a hurry. A bundle of keys left in the door lock caught my attention. I was going to catch up with Slavia, but where does she live? And knocking on every door during the middle of the night didn't sound like a bright idea. Take the keys. Leave the keys. Take? I'd better take them. I'll give them back tomorrow because who knows what happens here at night. Exactly, maybe there will be a grizzly bear and we'll eat everything, and that's a stupid idea. Such thoughts gave me chills. It's me who needs to be careful here in the first place. The night fell dark. Wasn't silent at all. One could hear chirping crickets, the songs of the night birds, and rustling trees from everywhere. A sudden desire to follow Slave's advice and go to the camp's leader's cabin appeared. And let's end the episode here. We are on our way there. And we'll spend the night in the next episode. We'll see where this is going. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you then. Bye.